Good evening, guys. Hello and welcome back once again. If you've joined us tonight, can only mean one thing. It is Monday night, which is race night for the Tier 1 lads in the Aero League Racing's GT7 Championship. This is season 12 or 13. I can't quite remember. Season 12 or 13. This is round 2. So you're at the Nürburgring GP last week for the opening round. We just joined the guys on track at the moment for 3 practice. See how Ramos does this week in that NSX. I thought he wasn't going to be here every week. I thought he was on the reserves now, but maybe he is actually still full time. So reigning Tier 1 champion Ramos there in the NSX. He had a bit of a shaky one, didn't he, last week? I think that car a little bit skittish around some of the tracks. We got Fat Band's in the Porsche 911 GT3. Did we have Astro last week? I don't recognise Astro's name. He's in the Subaru BRZ. I'm guessing Astro is maybe a reserve driver, possibly making his debut this evening. I haven't had any notes handed to me on the matter, so I'm going to go with he's a reserve. We've got Owen there in the second of 2 Porsches. We have the dude. Oh, just really joins the track there. He's in the McLaren. Ben says hi, mum, I'm on YouTube. Hi, Ben's mum. We all love Ben. He's a good lad. We have Coleman. Coleman is in the GR Supra. Before we get into the racing, interesting little fact. So, as some of you may or may not know, I did a skydive for my 40th birthday, which was last week. Or was it the week before? I think it was last week. And anyway, I've actually got my second one lined up for the end of August, raising money for motor neurones awareness. Me, my grandma and another lady are all going to be jumping from 15,000 feet dressed as Spider-Man. Apparently it's going to be televised as well, so yeah, that should be a good one. So stay tuned for that one. Hopefully I'll be able to get a clip or something up for jump there. But yeah, cracking experience. If no one here has ever skydived before, I'd highly recommend it. But yeah, so Astro, as I said, I think Astro possibly a stand-in. Possibly a reserve driver. Obviously we've got Ramos there. Who else has yet to join the room? So we've got Ben there, we have Dan the Man, we have Morbillos, Owen and Dens. I think Dens making his debut last week. I think he's a returning driver from some of the seasons previous. I think somebody mentioned, I think it may have been BX himself mentioned that I think the last time Dens raced was on GT Sport, is that right? Maybe he's only recently got GT7. I might be wrong with that fact. It may have been one of the other guys, but I know that is definitely a fact for one of the guys. But we'll just put that out there anyway. Well, that is correct, Ben. The Beastie Boys did fight and possibly die for our right to fight, our right to party. They fought for our right to party. They didn't actually, they just wrote a song, didn't they? Starting soon, that's a good idea. Yeah, well, you see what the thing is, it's not actually 8 PM yet. We always start at 8 PM. And then messages are dropping out far too quickly for me to be able to read them. That's actually the messages coming up in the GT chat. Welcome along, viewers. We've got 4 people now. Nice to have you all on board. Obviously, you should know me dulcet tones by now. It is your boy Vex, the Vex Man. It's Vex Man. And obviously, we are here this evening with your Tier 1 drivers in the Aero League Racing's Tier 1 GT7 Championship. which is, standings. Before we go into qualifying, I'm going to quickly try and find the current standings. No, that's F1. GT standings. Here we go. So, after the first round, we have got Zico in first place. He has 35 points. He's 7 points ahead of Viking Dog, or Viking Dong, it actually says on here, who's in second place with 28 points. CMP is tied in second, well, he's in third place on the leaderboard with 28 points. And we've also got Ramos. Ramos is up there as well in fourth place with 28 points. Then we have Big Beaver, that's Ben, in fifth place with 25 points. We have BX in sixth with 24. Fat Banners in 7th with 15. We have Dan the Man in 8th with 12 points. Capel is in 9th with 10. We have Morvelos in 10th with 10 points. Owen is in 11th with 5 points. A Bad Robot is in 12th with 5 points. We have Alex in 13th with 4. The Dude is in 14th with 3 points. And Slim, that is Coldman. He is down currently in 15th place with 2 points. And we are now going to go into qualifying, so we will find our glorious leader BX, as he always, you've seen it, he exits the pit before everyone else. Always a good thing to go on board with him, because he normally puts in the first flying lap, so he's the standard for everyone else to beat. I'm undecided on it, really. Sometimes I think it's a beautiful car, and other times I think it's fugly. Oh, it's a little bit squirrely through that turn there. BX doesn't want to be doing that on his flying lap, because that will cost him some time. And there was someone in the background there. I think it was the Mercedes of Ben, drifting off onto the gravel, or onto the grass a little bit there. Obviously this is only the out lap. So BX is currently being followed by Gilles. We have Ben there in the AMG. We have Ramos in the NSX. We have got Viking Dog in the Aston. Yeah, it's the Aston. No, it's the Jaguar, isn't it? It's the Jaguar, the Viking Dog. We have Keplero, Kep in the GR Supra. We have Owen in a Porsche. Coldman. What is Coleman? And Coleman's in the second of the 2 GR Supras. Then we have Fatban in the second of 2 Porsches. We have the Dude in the McLaren. Morvelos in the Mazda RX Vision. Dan the Man also in an AMG GT3. That'll be Ben's teammate this season. CMP, BX's teammate once again in the Genesis X. We have Astro. What is Astro in? Astro is in the, I think he's in an NSX as well, is he? No, he's in the Subaru. So he's in the Subaru BRZ. Also a very strong car, very, very good on tyres. And then we have Denz in the Aston. So here we go. BX is coming up to start his first flying lap of the race, of the qualifying session. Down into second gear for turn 1. Keeps it in second for turn 2. No need to go down to first for that rotation. Into third and floats it through on this corner. Probably down to second to get the rotation on this one. In fact, no, he keeps it in third. Probably to keep the car settled, although he did drift out a little bit wide on the exit. Looks like it's not lost him too much momentum. Again, this could be a tricky one to get right. All too easy to outbrake yourself or drift out too far on the left hand side there. This S section here as well also catches a few people out. It can also be very brutal with the penalties, the track limit penalties. You could see BX was well within the track limits, but he was definitely pushing them. Maybe they've been relaxed for this round though, because as I say, this track can be very, very unforgiving. Through big banky boy. Seemed a little bit slow through there actually for BX, but maybe, as I say, perhaps he's just going to try and get some heat into them tyres on this lap, go for 2 out laps, make his third one the flying lap. See what sort of time he comes in for. So he's coming through the final sector now. Oh no, BX! Oh, BX, he managed to save it, but that is going to hurt his first flying lap. That final turn there can also prove to be quite tricky. So we're at Lago Maggiore circuit this evening. So BX putting in a 154.7. Oh, so it's very, very close indeed. Viking Dog goes only 2 tenths slower, 200 slower. Owen, in fact, goes 2 tenths faster. So Owen managing to pit provisional pole at the minute in that Porsche. .250 ahead of BX. So we have Owen currently on a 154.523. We have BX on a 154.773. Viking Dog's done a 54.795. CMP 54.847. Fatban 54.854. Ben 54.857. Coleman 54.923. So Coleman is the first. Oh no, sorry. So Ramos 55.014. So he's the first person into the 55s. So the top 7 all within a second of each other, and I think actually Ramos not far off of that as well. I think the top 10 all within a second of each other. You can see it as you go down through the standings there. That's the first noticeable gap there, is 7 seconds separating Dan the Man and Astro. Astro looking like maybe he's struggling a little bit in that Subaru. Perhaps he's not had time to put in the practice at the moment, but he's actually, oh, he's up 7.1 seconds through that split. I think he's definitely going to improve, isn't he? He must have had a moment on that previous lap which cost him that time. So we're nearly 6 minutes into qualifying now. And we're just on board with Astro as he comes through to finish his second flying lap, because I want to see what sort of improvement he manages to make. Oh, Dan the Man manages to steal pole at the minute. We'll go and have a look at that time in just a second. Oh, it's a 154.479. And so he does improve. Not quite enough though, that only puts him up to 14th at the moment. But I do believe from 15th to first place there's probably only about a second and a half in it. So this is going to be a very, very, very close one indeed once again. So that 4. So how many people do we have on the 54s at the moment? We've got Dan the Man in a 54. Owen also on a 54. We have BX on a 54. Viking 54, 54, 54. Oh. So yeah, I think Ramos is still the first into the 55s. I can't see Velo's time at the moment. But he is currently sat in 9th place, and he's not far off the back of Coleman there. He's only 800ths off of Coleman, so I believe that Veloz is into the 54s as well, and then Ramos in 10th place is the first into the 55s. But he's only on a 55.014, so yeah, just absolutely, it couldn't be any closer through tier 1. But this guy here at the moment has got provisional pole. I see what everyone else can do. Can they try and shake it up? There's not a lot in it. He's only 400ths faster than Owen at this point. Owen 2 tenths faster than BX. Looking like the Genesis may actually be a little bit of a handful around here, around Maggiore. Perhaps not quite suited to it. The BX is still rapid in it though. So Viking Dog only 200ths off the back of BX at the moment. Off the back of Royal. CMP moves up to 5th place. Currently provisional 5th. He's only 7 thousandths faster than Fatban. Fatban only 3 thousandths separate him and Ben. And then 600ths between Ben and Coleman. That's insane. That is insane how close them gaps are on the grid. So maybe Polyphony have finally got the BOP where they want it to be at, because it looks like everybody is definitely level pegging at the moment. Nine and a half minutes. We're into the final 24 seconds of this qualifying session. Nobody has managed to topple down the man as yet. Owen, for a few laps, Owen held that provisional pole, didn't he? It was BX. Oh, BX moves up to 1st place. He's gone 2 tenths faster than Dan the Man. What's Dan the Man going to do as he comes across the line? Not enough. And Viking Dog moving up to 2nd place now. What a lap that was from Viking Dog. He's managed to go 300s faster than Dan the Man to secure that 2nd place. Or has he? Because we still have got guys out there on laps, I do believe, who is still yet to finish their lap. So CMP's come across. He's going to start in 7th place. Ben is in the pits. And maybe Velos. Is he on a lap? He's improved. He's improved on his time. Gilles will come across the line. He doesn't improve that time. Astro has finished his lap. Dude's finished his lap. Is Dens coming across the line now? I think he is. So Dens manages to improve to 14th place. So that's pushed Dude down to 15th. And then Velos, wasn't it? Velos, where's he going to move up to? He improves up to 8th place. So we have got BX. We got Royal on pole. We have Viking Dog 2nd place. Dan the Man in 3rd. We have Owen starting in 4th. We have Fatban in 5th. Caballero will start in 6th. We have CMP starting in 7th. Velos in 8th. Ben in 9th. Coleman 10th. Ramos in 11th. Gilles in 12th. Astro 13th. Dens will start in 14th. And the Dude bringing up the rear in 15th place. What a qualifying session that was. And it looks like BX is still on the lap. He's already done a 54.2. Is he going to improve again? Oh, and he was actually 3 tenths down as he crossed the line that time round. Whew. I thought he was going to get into the 53s. I thought we were going to see a sub 54. Absolutely rapid from everyone. Yeah, incredibly close grid once again. I think it's going to definitely create some immense battles. We're going to have to keep an eye out on track for all the action. So this is it, the first race of the evening, the 15-minute sprint race. We will go on board with the boys. So BX lining up on pole. And they're off. So yeah, it looks like everybody getting a fairly good getaway there. It looks like Viking Dog has managed to just edge ahead of BX as it come down to turn 1. Oh, very close indeed between them two. And he's managed to nick the lead So BX gets shuffled down to second place at the moment. We have Dan the Man there in third. We've got Owen in fourth place, followed by Fat Man in fifth. We've got CMP in sixth. We have Morvello. We've got 3 wide there. Morvello's kept. And who else was that? I think it was Ben. Nobody's come a cropper there. I'm not sure how that happened. Ben there in 7th place, followed by Velos in 8th. We got Ramos up to 9th place now. He's on a bit of a charge now in that NSX. We're going to have to keep an eye. Oh, Ramos is very close between him and Kep. He's managed to take that position. So Kep down to 10th. And then we've got a bit of a battle in the background there. I think it was, we got Coleman and Gilles. And then these 3 cars here. The dude up 2 places already. He's up to 13th. He's managed to get past both Denz and Astro. Astro struggling slightly in that Subaru BRZ, it has to be said. He looked a little bit uncomfortable through qualifying. Let's hope he's going to start settling in. Now it's race time, but he's definitely putting Denz under pressure at the moment. Denz in the Aston Martin. He's going to go around the outside here. Denz has covered off the inside. He looks like he's got a better run. He did nearly manage to edge ahead. He's still there on his outside. He's going to have the inside for this next one. They are swapping positions, are they? No, Denz has got the inside. Oh, cracking bit of racing from these backfield drivers. We're going to go back on board with the front runners. So Viking Dog still in first place at the moment, being hounded though by BX. BX all over his rear bumper at the moment. Who's going to get a better run out of the final turn? Sometimes it's all too easy to run it out on the grass on the right hand side there. Dip a wheel on the grass and that just sends you round or sends you into the barrier. That's not what we want. Hard braking down to second gear for turn 1. Floating it through in second for 2. Oh, BX, keep that rear end under control. He does. He's allowed Viking Dog a little bit of breathing space though. He doesn't want to let up too much. Viking Dog has stretched that gap now to 0.8. That's 8 tenths. Then we have Dan the Man hot on the heels now of BX. He's into that slipstream range. He's actually got a purple sector there. So faster than anyone through that sector at the moment. But Dan the Man in that AMG, giving it all it's worth. We got Owen there. Owen in 4th place at the moment. Owen hot on the heels of Dan the Man though. He's trying to put that pressure on. He's also got his teammate Fat Man there covering CMP off. CMP in the 2nd Genesis X. So BX unable to close that gap at the moment. It's actually stretched to a second. Oh, Viking Dog with a bit of a moment there up ahead. He's stretched it to a second, but that's cost him. He lost at least 3 tenths there with that twitch. Come on, Viking. Keep that Jag under control. He sets another fastest lap. BX definitely back into that slipstream range again. But we have Dan the Man not too far behind as well. So Dan the Man's going to be putting the pressure on Royal in 2nd place. We've got Owen. Owen's still trying to put the work in. Trying to close that gap to Dan the Man. The AMG just proving too strong at this point. But Owen does seem to be catching down the straights, doesn't he? So maybe what he lacks through the corners, he makes up for on the straights. Fat Man as well, his teammate there. Still in 5th place. Only 5 tenths off the back of his teammate. We have CMP in 6th place at the moment. And Ramos is all the way up to 7th. So Ramos starting uncharacteristically towards the back, but as I say, it looks like that NSX is a bit of a handful. Doing really well at the moment though to carve his way through the pack. Then we have Ben in 8th, followed by Coleman. Coleman's made it up to 9th. Morvello's there in 10th place. Gilles not having a great one at the moment, is he? Come on, Gilles. I'm sure we're going to see him make up a few more places. That McLaren is a very good car. Denz has actually crept up onto the back of him once again though. He's managed to get back past the dude. Oh, both of them having a bit of a moment there. Gilles. That is the wrong line. You don't want to be taking that line, Gilles. He's managed to cover off the dude. The dude almost got that move done there. So Denz through to 11th place. Gilles there in 12th. The dude covering off Astro. Astro looking for a move into Big Banky Boy, but not quite getting it done that time. Oh, the dude! Dude, no! Oh, dude! Dude's had a spin. Kep's going to manage to get through him as well. And I think... Oh, no, that was... I thought Astro had slowed down there. I thought he caused that, but... That was unlucky from the dude. Slight error there on the exit of Big Banky Boy and sent the car round. So Kep moves through to 14th place. Astro now is free to try and work on Denz. Denz, who's trying to get a move done now on Gilles. Gilles is under pressure. What is Gilles going to be able to do? Can he keep Denz behind him? Denz is looking very aggressive at the moment. I think maybe we're going to see a move. Oh no, Gilles has covered it off. So Gilles covering off the inside. That's a clever defensive move there from Gilles. He's actually got a better momentum through turn 1 as well. It looked like Kep actually starting to creep up onto the back of Denz. Oh no, that's Astro, sorry. Astro starting to creep up onto the back of Denz. Denz still trying all he can to get past Gilles at the moment. I think it's only a matter of time. It looks like Denz has the superior cornering speed at the moment. I think Gilles just feels a little bit uncomfortable in the McLaren. Very, very close indeed between these two guys. Gilles just needs to be able to create a bit of a gap now. Denz drifting out slightly onto the grass there, but it didn't slow him down too much. Denz still looking for a way through. Unable to do so as yet. We'll check back with them guys shortly. In fact, that might be the spiciest battle on track at the moment. Although Dan the Man has started to catch BX now. He's well within that range. Is he going to be able to set up a move in the next coming couple of corners? It looks like BX's engineers have got on the blower there and been like, you need to put your foot down, mate. You need to get your head down. Dan the Man's looking strong at the moment. And he's managed to stretch that gap ever so slightly. But Dan the Man, absolutely fantastic on the brakes there into turn 1. Closing right up to the back of BX, but he's actually dropped slightly off again. I think BX getting a better exit. Was still unable to find his way past Viking Dog, who's doing an absolutely cracking job at the moment of commanding the race. He got that move done early, didn't he? And it's not changed for 5 laps now. We're on lap 5 of 8. Oh my god, what's going on here? BX out of nowhere! Out of nowhere, where's BX got his pace from? Is he just turning nitrous on or something? Oh my days, Viking Dog now looks like he is at risk of losing that position. He's going to be on the inside though as they come into Big Banky Boy. Who's going to have the bigger cooners? I think BX is going to have to think better of it and back out of that one. Maybe try and go for the switchback. And he did. He did so. And it looks like it's paid off in his favour. He's going to have the inside for this next one as well as they come through this centre S here. And he retakes the lead of the race. So he lost it off the start line, but managed to retake it by lap 5. Go on, BX. I think maybe BX has been saving his tyres. Perhaps he's just been chilling behind Viking Dog. Knowing Viking Dog's been having a push a little bit, perhaps. Oh no, Viking Dog! No, Viking Dog! Viking Dog now down to 4th place after that moment through the final turn. I mentioned, didn't I, in qualifying, that final turn often catching people out. And Dan the Man now goes for the move on Owen, or is Owen going for the move on Dan the Man? Owen promoted up to 3rd place. Fat Band there as well in the background. This front field battle really now starting to heat up. So Dan the Man up to 2nd place. We got Owen there though. Owen, he took that 2nd place momentarily. He's now trying to take it. Dan the Man looking like he was a little bit wide through that last turn. He's not picked up a penalty for it though, but he is under immense pressure now from Owen. Owen also, yeah, I know, Erotico says, oh no, Viking, yeah, I know, that was absolutely heartbreaking there for Viking. He's down to 6th place now. We're going to have a look at Viking in just a second. But BX has managed to take the lead of the race. He's stretched that gap now to 1.9 seconds. This is becoming a theme. Or it was, wasn't it, last season or the season before? BX just seeming to run away with it. Owen retakes that 2nd place. Dan the man.
BX on fire suddenly.
Yeah, I know. I think BX has been saving his tyres. And Dan the man trying to re-come back against Owen around the outside. He ain't going to get it done there. There's a tiny bit of contact though as they come through the S's. Dan the man almost losing that rear. Fatman as well. Fatman's trying to get in there on the action. Fatman needs to try and back his teammate up. I think that's what he's trying to do now. He's trying to fill that mirror of Dan the man with that Porsche. Dan the man in the Porsche sandwich. What can he do? Can he retake that 2nd place? He's really holding up Fatman. Now Fatman goes to move up the inside into the final turn. Is that the final turn? It is. Oh, there's loads of contact as they come down the start finish. Oh my god. He's going to have the inside for this next one as well. So the 2 Porsches now 2nd and 3rd. But Dan the man trying to push his way back through. Fatman's going to have the inside for this next one. Dan the man's going to have to back out, or does he? No, he's kept his nose in. Oh, absolutely cracking racing here from these guys to the front. Oh my days. Dan the man and Fatman. No love lost there. There's all sorts of sideways shenanigans going on. CMP. Meanwhile, these guys fighting and just letting Owen get away. Dan the man gets squeezed out there ever so slightly. CMP's allowed to come alongside him. It's almost 3 wide. We've got the Viking dog there as well, and the Jaguar is trying to get in on it too. These 4 cars here. Oh my god. Absolutely cracking stuff. Dan the man actually holds the fastest lap at the moment as well. And yeah, it is. Erotico says absolutely fantastic race. It is gripping stuff in it, mate. Absolutely great stuff. Nice to have you along, mate, as well. So Fatman up to 3rd place. Where has... Oh no, what the... No, he was there, wasn't he? So Owen has been allowed to get away now. He's 1.8 seconds up the road. Fatman in 3rd place. Dan the man still hot on his heels though, with CMP there and Viking Dog. If one of these guys makes a mistake somewhere, then yeah. Oh, Dan the man through to 3rd. Fatman's down to 5th. No, he's down to 6th. What is going on? Oh my days. Dan the man out to 3rd place, but he's 3 cars now, and there's another one in the mix. Ramos is there as well. So we've got CMP, Viking Dog. He's done it again. No, he's not. He's all right. He's still there. Still fighting for that 4th position. Is he going to go for a move up the inside? Oh, what was that? We just saw a UFO. That was insane. Viking Dog trying to make his move around the outside there, but that's allowed Ramos to get past Fatman. Fatman caught slipping. Astro, so we're going to have to come back on board with these guys in just a second. So Ramos up to 6th place, Fatman there in 7th. We have Ben in 8th place, Morvelos there in 9th, Coleman is in 10th, we've got Gilles 11th, Den's 12th, Astro's at the moment, he's managed to make it up to 3rd, he's going to lose that position, isn't he, surely, to cap the dude 15th.
Viking keeps driving the Suzuka line.
Oh my god. What an absolutely mental race this has turned out to be. So, yeah, we've got a couple more turns yet before the checkered flag. So let's check back in with that battle back here. Let's settle down a bit. We got BX currently in 1st place still, with Owen in 2nd, Dan the man 3rd. A Viking Dog has managed to make his way through the 4th. We got CMP there in 5th. Fatman shuffled down to 6th place with Ramos in 7th. I think we are going to have to go on board with BX as we are coming around the final few corners. He managed to put it on pole, but he lost the lead at the start of the race. Managed to fight his way back through on lap 5, I believe it was. I think he was saving his tyres, pretty sure. He seemed to just gained some pace out of nowhere. Like he opened up the nitrous bottle. But yeah, he's going to come around the final turn now. Absolutely cracking stuff. 3.7 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. Maybe a little bit of sandbagging left from BX. Owen will finish in second place. Dan the Man finishes in third. Viking will finish in fourth. CNP fifth. Fat Band sixth. Ramos seventh. Ben in eighth. Coleman, Morvello's ninth. Coleman 10th. Gilles is 11th. Denz is in 12th. Astro 13th in the end. Cap is 14th. And the dude showboating as always. Here he comes. Go on, lad. The dude comes across the line in 15th. Well done, mate. That was unlucky. That was so unlucky for the dude. And Viking Dog, both of them having moments. I think we saw a few moments, didn't we? What an absolutely mental first race that was. That was the sprint race out of the way anyway, guys. So the next one, as you all know by now, will be the 40-minute endurance. Which hopefully I won't lose my voice for. That was absolutely gripping stuff, wasn't it? And there was the slightest bit of contact here and there, but for the most part, you guys were keeping it so clean. Such a good sight. And just insanely close. I said it was going to be insanely close, didn't I, coming into the first race, the sprint race. I think it's going to be the same coming into the feature. It'd be interesting to see if we've got some different strategies. Obviously, we did see some different strategies, didn't we, last week? But I think it proved that the medium to soft strategy was the fastest one in the end. Or was it soft medium? I can't remember. Yeah, no, I think it was medium soft, wasn't it? Obviously, the soft is off the cards this season. But if the guys choose, they can do a 2-stop and chuck on 3 sets of softs. But obviously, you've got to be stopping that second time, so. Will it be soft medium or will it be medium soft? In fact, so no, we do see some different. We've got a couple of guys looking like they're opting for the mediums in the first stint. It's always nice to see different strategies. Yeah, do you know, Eroticos, I'm not sure, buddy. I said that last week. I said it was going to be 2 stops around the Nürburgring GP. I don't think this track is as hard on the tyres as the Nürburgring GP, but you do have Big Banky Boy. You've got a lot of other big cambered corners, so you might be right, mate. It might be a 2-stop. Maybe the soft is going to be on the cards, but the guys that are excuse me, the guys that are going to be running medium soft or soft mediums rather than the triple softs, I think they're definitely going to get a bit of an advantage. But that extra set of softs, if you do run triple softs, that extra set of softs will become really handy in that final stint, won't it? Once the car gets a lot lighter. But yeah, definitely going to be interesting to see.
There's gonna be some SSS.
Okay, so Eroticos predicts there's going to be some soft. We're going to have some triple soft strategies, so maybe some 2 stops on the cards for some of the guys. I do honestly still think that some of the guys are definitely going to string it out for a 1-stop. We've seen some of the guys can be really very good on tyre wear, and you saw in that first race, I'm pretty sure BX was saving his tyres at the start, not pushing too much, and it just, by lap 5, you saw the pace that he had. He just seemed to have superior pace. So the race should be starting soon.
BX might surprise us again.
Yeah, you never know, buddy. You never know. Where's Zico this week? So Zico is currently sat at the top of the table. He's not anywhere to be seen this week. unless that is why we have a reserve driver. So we've got Coleman lines up on par with Morvelos in second place, Ben will start in third, Ramos in fourth, Fatban in fifth, CMP sixth, Viking Dog seventh, and Danaman in eighth. Obviously, it is the top 10 are the only cars to be reversed this season. So we'll have the top 3, 8th, 9th and 10th. Rolling start as always. So I think everybody is going to get through turn 1 unscathed. All Fatban almost losing the rear there. Viking Dog looking for a move early doors on CMP. Oh, CMP and Viking Dog are coming together. CMP's off track now. Viking Dog gets shuffled down to 8th. BX Royal, I know he's in 7th. Got Owen there in 8th. BX Royal not far behind in 9th place. He started in 10th. Gilles in 10th place. Den's 11th. Kep 12th. Astro 13th. And the dude. Oh, man. I know it's CMP. CMP! Oh, what's happened to CX? Come on, man. Oh, bro. That is heartbreak there for CMP. He had some really good pace, didn't he, in the first race. I think he was hoping to continue that in this one here in the feature, but yeah, there was just a tiny bit of contact there between him and Viking. It looked like Viking trying to go for a move around the outside, and I think it just unsettled CMP's car. He's back going again, but yeah, he's way off the pace now, isn't he? He's at least half a lap behind the rest of the cars. I don't know if that's only one car, isn't it? Yeah, it's unfortunate. So Coleman still in first place at the moment in that GR Super. We've got Veloz there in second, Ben in third, Ramos in fourth, Fatban there in fifth place. We've got Viking Dog in sixth. BX has made his way up to 7th place now. Danaman there in 8th. Owen 9th. Gilles is 10th. Den's 11th. Kep 12th. The dude 13th. Astro 14th. CMP 15th. Who is out of a penalty? Astro picks up a second's worth of penalty. Are we going to see any moves into turn 1? Nobody setting a move up just yet. Gilles looked like he was having a bit of a nibble there of Owen's rear end. But Owen actually hot on heels of Dan, putting some pressure on Dan now. Dan, oh, that's a wide line there from Dan. I'm not sure if that's going to end up with a penalty for him there. Maybe half a second for track limits. He's actually managed to get away with it. Owen does get that move up the inside though, finally. Is Dan going to get a switch back? Oh, it looks like he has got a bit of momentum out of that turn, but no, not that time round. So Owen up to 8th place. BX now hot on heels of Viking Dog. Only 4 tenths in it. Do you know, I think you might be right. Looking at that tyre where... I can't remember your name, dude. Aero, whatever it was. I think you might be right with the triple softs. So we're only on lap 2 of 21, and look how much BX has used of his tyres already, and we know that he's been tyre saving, so... Oh no, see a move up ahead! Owen and Fatban! Look like Ramos and Fatban. Look like Ramos getting shuffled out wide ever so slightly, down to 5th place, Fatban up to 4th. Trying to keep an eye on the charge of BX on Viking Dog as well. Any places changing up at the front, so no, Ben is still in 3rd place. We've got Veloz there in 2nd. Oh, so no, yeah, we have had changes at the front. What happened to Dan the Man? Oh no, he's further back, isn't he? So Veloz at the moment going to be able to keep hold of the lead of the race. He's doing a grand job at the moment though, is Eric Slim. He's going to be able to extend that gap over the RX Vision, the advancing RX Vision, should I say, of Morvellos. Ben still holding on to third at the moment. He's got a 1.6 second gap over Fatban. Fatban is still under the attention of Ramos in the NSX. And Viking Dog starting to creep up there as well. Let's hope he doesn't have a moment like he did in the first race. He just drifted ever so slightly out onto the gravel, didn't he? Well, I think maybe there was a tiny bit of contact, not too sure. We also saw the dude spin as well, didn't we? Oh no, it was through the final turn. Yeah, he just drifted out a little bit wide, didn't he, Viking Dog? Through the final turn. And that was where his mishap happened. Oh, these three cars ever so close now through the dreaded final turn. Fatban covers off the inside early doors. Showing Ramos around the long way. Ramos is going to have the inside for this next one though, and is he going to get the move done? And he has! Viking Dog's managed to follow him through as well, so Viking Dog moves up a place. Fatban down to 6th now, Viking Dog all over the back of Ramos. We got BX there as well. We saw this happen in the first race. 4th to 7th I think it was, all having an insane battle. Allowing the top 3 to scamper away. But Ramos managed to find his way through to 4th place. It's still under the attention of Viking Dog there. And it looked like Viking Dog maybe having the superior pace on that slipstream. Obviously Ramos isn't going to be getting the slipstream of Ben up ahead. He's too far up the road. Oh, he was down the back. I think BX went ever so slightly wide there. Is BX going to come under pressure now from Owen? He is. Owen's going to look for the move up the inside into Big Banky Boy. And he gets it done before the turn. So yeah, we saw an error from BX. I think his tyres are starting to die a little bit of a death now. Down to 8th place for BX. He's got the fastest lap though, 54.4. And then these guys here again, Viking Dog, he's managed to get a move done on Ramos. Ramos down to 5th place, Viking Dog is up to 4th. I think he just looks the more comfortable in his car, doesn't he? Up to 4th place for Viking Dog. He's now free to try and chip into that gap up ahead to Ben, who's 1.7 seconds up the road at the moment. The top 3 ever so close now though. There's only about a second in it, a second and a half between the top 3. Morvellos still unable to set up a move though on Coleman up ahead in 1st place. I think the tyre strategies are definitely going to come into play in this one. So Viking Dog still holding on to that 4th place. His tyres, his front tyres, definitely looking a little worse for wear. A little bit second hand now. Ramos manages to keep that 5th place for a minute, but he is coming under increasing pressure now from Fatban in the Porsche. He needs to try and keep that gap consistent to Viking Dog to pick up the slipstream. Hopefully aid him in getting away from Fatban. It does look like the Porsche is a lot more heavy on the tyres than the NSX at this point. But very, very fast along the straights. So BX is there in 7th place, followed by Owen in 8th. And Dan the man and Gilles now. Dan the man, oh, a tiny bit of contact there. Gilles shuffled down to 10th. He's going to be able to go for a move down into this one though. Danaman up to 9th. Gilles is down to 10th. Gilles has got the better tyres though. Danaman's definitely been using more of that rubber. So come across the start finish, the start lap 6. Will Gilles be able to go for a move into turn 1? Is he going to be close enough? Oh, he's very close now. Gilles is pushing. I think if he manages to keep that very close distance to Danaman, he may be able to force Dan into making an error. But Dan looking very consistent at the moment on increasingly dying tyres. So Den's having a decent one this time round. He's up to 11th place at the moment. He's on mediums. Kep also on mediums. They're in 12th place at the moment, followed by the dude.
Fighting for page 1.
Oh, more. Oh, wait, what? Ben's managed to take the lead of the race. What happened there? We didn't see that. I think Coleman may be having a moment somewhere. Look at his tyres. His tyres are dying. More Velos now trying to go for the move up the inside into Big Banky Boy. Is he going to get it done? Tiny bit of contact there on the exit. Coleman still keeps that position for the meantime, but More Velos is really pushing now, isn't he? Ramos wants a bit of the action as well. Ramos right up onto the back of Velos now. Coleman is sitting duck. Oh, 3 cars. What is going on? More Velos and Ramos both finding their way through now. Coleman shuffled down to 4th place. He's going to retake that position though, is he? No, he doesn't. Meanwhile, Ben has created a 2-second gap. So Velos, what can he do? Can he create a bit of a gap now in the RX Vision against Ramos? Ramos 4 tenths behind at the moment. Coleman now into the pits, followed by Viking Dog, followed by Owen, Fatban, Gilles, Danaman. I think the undercut is going to be very strong around here. So Ben favours track position. He stayed out. He is still race leader. He took it on that last lap, didn't he? Lap 6. Coleman doing a cracking job up till that point. We actually missed that move. I'm not sure if Coleman may be having a moment somewhere on them very dead tyres. But I think the closest battle on track out of the guys who have stayed out is between Velos and Ramos. I think Ramos's tyre... Oh, they're fairly even, to be fair. I think Ramos's tyres actually look a little bit better at this point than Velos's. Oh, Moore with a massive slide there. He caught it, but that's allowed Ramos right back up into that slipstream. He's definitely firmly in the suck zone now. I think we're going to see a move coming into Big Banky Boy. Got a ball with Ramos for this one. More Velos covers the... Oh, he stays in the middle of the track. He's opened the door. Ramos gets through with ease. But Velos with a car back. He's going for the switchback. He's going to be on the outside for this one, but he'll be on the inside for the next one. And Ramos having to just settle back in, and he's retaking it again. What an absolutely cracking battle between these two guys. So Ramos momentarily losing that position to Velos, but Velos is trying to retake it once again. Oh, this yeah. Absolutely cracking stuff from these two guys. Well, Velos had a bit of a shaky first season, didn't he, last season, but... And they're all going to be going into the pits now. So yeah, Ben is only 2 seconds up the road though, remember. Oh, and Dens stays out. Dens stays out, he favours track position, becomes your new race leader. Not for long though, he's still yet to pit. But these two guys here, Dens and Kep, both opting for the mediums in that first stint. How long are they going to be able to run their mediums for? They do look pretty dead though, don't they? Don't look as dead as the soft runners, but... Yes, interesting stuff. So Viking Dog will surely become your new race leader once these two guys pit. But we'll stay on board with these two guys for just a second. So Dens has been towards the back of the pack, hasn't he, for most of the race, but he finds himself leading the race. Go on, Dens. Oh, Capel says the undercut's extremely powerful. Welcome along, Capel. How come you're not racing this season, dude? Are you in Tier 2 this season, or are you just not?
AJ pitting 1 lap later.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, as I said, the undercut is going to be very powerful. These two guys still yet to come into the pit, so Viking Dog's going to become new race leader once again. He's actually out on the set of softs again, so maybe we are going to see the triple softs, as we were saying, towards the start of the race.
Internet died today. Should have been in this race.
Oh, no way, dude. So yeah, Capel's internet actually died today. He should have been here. That's unlucky, Capel. And we see some moves being made in the background there. Ramos, did he just get a move done on Fatban, or is Fatban going for the move on Ramos? Ramos there in 5th place. And Ben was in 8th, wasn't he? He now finds himself in 7th. So yeah, the undercut is definitely working for these guys at the moment. Oh, Ramos with a bit of a moment there. And yeah, there's a lot. Everybody has gone on to how do you try out for ALR. So if you find the Discord, buddy, then yeah, you can join through the Discord. I think if you find the ALR YouTube, which I believe you're on now. So we go. Yeah, Viking Dog does become a new race leader. Then I think he's got the details for the Discord on there. I believe it involves a time trial. I race on a Sunday in the F1 series, and I had to do, I think it was a time trial on 3 laps, three different tracks. Sorry. There you go, Aeroticos. He's just sent you the link there, buddy. So if you follow that, you should be able to get onto the Discord from there, and obviously you can sign up through there. So yeah, Viking Dog, as I say, new race leader. He's actually fastest guy on track at the moment for 154.141. We've got Owen not far behind, 2 seconds down the road at the moment, in 2nd place in the Porsche. We've got Ramos there in 3rd. Fatban is in 4th place. We've got Ben in 5th. Gilles is in 6th. Gilles! Go on, Gilles! Gilles finds himself in 6th. Go on, lad. Chasing down Ben nonetheless as well. So yeah, I think we are going to see a two-stop from a lot of the guys. I think the guys on the mediums were possibly trying to go for a 1-stop, but I don't think it's quite worked out. I think the tyre wear around here, as Aeroticos predicted, just too high. I thought the Nürburgring GP, to be honest, was going to be higher, but I did say, didn't I, there's a lot of very cambered corners, sharp cambered corners around here, so that is going to eat into them tyres quite a bit. So Fatban's still trying to work on a gap. He was a lot closer a couple of corners ago than he is now. So Ben there in 5th place. We have Gilles in 6th. Go on, Gilles. Morvelos there in 7th. Dan the Man in 8th. BX finds himself in 9th. What's he going to be able to do through these next few couple of stints? I think there is going to be 2 more stints for most of these guys. The dude finds himself in 10th. Go on, dude. Denz is there in 11th. So that's where Denz has come back out after his late pit stop. Kep also on a late pit stop, wasn't he? He rejoins in 12th place. His teammate there, Coleman, in 13th. Coleman had a great start, didn't he? But I don't know what's happened to him now. Finds himself down in 13th. Astro is there in 14th. And CMP. I think CMP's written this one off. Fair play for carrying on, though, CMP. Like, you have got the heart of a lion, mate. That was just an unfortunate incident, you know. Just stick with it, buddy. We know you've got pace, man. This is, like, you know, uncharacteristically for you to be this far back. Doing a great job. Viking Dog. So Viking Dog, look at the gap there between Viking Dog and Owen. Only 2.6 seconds, nearly 3 seconds, but it looks like a country mile, doesn't it? I think at this point Owen's probably going to be hoping that Viking has one of the moments he had in the first race, but Viking looking ever so consistent here in this feature race. I think he gave himself a mental slap in and he's like, yeah, I need to keep me cool. I need to keep myself cool, keep him cool about me. keep my head down and, yeah, doing great at the moment. Owen doing a great job there of holding that second place. He's also got a 2.9 second gap now. Lovely bit of breathing space over Ramos behind in third. Ramos, your current Tier 1 champion. I think that the car is going to be his nemesis this season. I think he's going to be fighting with that car all season. It's not, from what I remember, I've not driven it a lot, but it's not one of the nicest cars to drive. It's not very forgiving. So he's a very brave man for doing it, but he's making it look easy at the moment, isn't he? Actually fit in the purple sector there as well. Can he take the fastest lap? He's managed to create a nice bit of breathing space though. Now back to Fatban. Fatban's there in 4th place. He's 2.2 seconds down the road. He's got Ben for company though. Range as they come on the approach now to Big Banky Boy. So Fatban comes off the inside, he's going to show Ben the long way round. I think Ben's going to have to try and force the switch back. Is he going to get a better exit? Not quite that time round, so Fatban holds on to 4th place. Ben's still there in 5th though. He's still got a few opportunities through the remainder of this lap. Unless he's going to just sit back and wait. And he's looking again, he's having a look again. And he gets it done up the inside that time round. Fatban down to 5th place now. What can Fatban do? Can he manage to retake that position? Can he get a switchback done now? Will he try for a move into this final turn? No. We are down the start-finish straight now though. We've seen how quick that Porsche can be. Will he go for a move into turn 1? We've got Mortal Velos waiting in the wings there as well. Gilles looking like he's going to lose that position to BX. BM manages to keep that 4th place through turn 1, through turn 2. Fatban with a bit of a twitch on the exit there. Has that allowed more Velos to come alongside? Not quite. Very close though indeed though, isn't he? Mortal Velos in that RX Vision. What can he do? Can he manage to get past Fatban? I think he's just waiting in the wings at the moment. See if Fatban... Oh, Fatban looked like he made an error there. On the exit, looked like he kicked up a load of dust from the grass, from the gravel. And it has allowed more Velos. He's having a nibble now. Oh no, I think there was a... Yeah, he's allowed the advantage back to Fatban. There was a tiny bit of contact there. And once again, a BX out of nowhere. It's all 3 wide. What are these guys doing? BX, how did he manage to get through there unscathed? I'm not too sure. They were literally 3 wide on the entry to the centre S there. And as you know, 3 into 1 doesn't go, but they somehow managed to do it. But now Fatban still under increasing pressure from Mortal Velos. And Gilles looks for the move as well. Fatban's going to have to cover off the inside. Mortal Velos goes around the outside. One move from Mortal Velos around the outside through Big Banky Boy. Everybody is going to be stopping for their second pit ever so soon though, aren't they? Dan the man we're looking for the move now on Gilles. Gilles holding on to that 8th place. It looked like Gilles was going to go for a move. He was trying to set one up, wasn't he? Now under pressure from Dan the man. I think Dan the man has managed to get ahead. He's still there on the outside. Oh my days. Plenty of room given between these guys, plenty of respect there. What absolutely cracking bit of racing this has turned out to be as well. And Gilles is still under pressure from Dan the man, but as I say, they are all going to start heading to the pits once again. A 2-stop on for pretty much all these guys. Dan the man has a look up the inside, gets too much of that apex, he gets a little bit greedy, unsettles the car. Definitely looked like he was faster through turn 2 though, didn't he? But a bit of a twitch once again on the exit. Oh, look at his tyres. Yeah, his tyres are suffering a little bit. Definitely pushing, isn't he? Still unable to find his way through though. Gilles did an absolutely cracking job of defending at the moment. Then we have Dens down in 10th. Kep is there in 11th. The Dude is in 12th. Coleman in 13th. Astro's gone for an early undercut. Astro in 14th. CMP in 15th. Viking Dog still in first place, but he got a second worth of penalty. Look at his tyres as well. His front left is left a chat. His front right is soon to join it as well. Look at that. He's almost just running on the rear tyres. He's got a 2.8 second lead over Owen, who's now been caught by Ramos. But he's got that second's worth of penalty, which is going to hurt him. I think that's going to bring the two cars behind him back onto his tail. So he's unable to carry the speed now through these right-hand turns. The left-handers ain't going to be as bad. But yeah, that front right is going to be gone surely by the time he enters the pits. And he goes into the pits now, and it's gone. Owen, what are you doing? Owen stayed out on dead tyres. Ramos goes for the move on the inside into turn one, and he gets it done. He's definitely got a grip advantage, hasn't he? Ramos becomes new race leader. What have we had, like 3-4 different race leaders now this race? So Ramos manages to take the lead of the race. He's got a few laps left, hasn't he? Definitely a few laps left in that car, if he chooses to do so. He's got a little bit wide there on the exit. Excuse me. We've seen a few of the guys do that though, and they seem to be getting away with it. It looked like he actually got away with it there as well. So maybe that is the line through that turn. Turn 4, I believe it is. But yeah, Ramos, out of nowhere, takes the lead of the race, away from Owen. I think that was a strategical error there from Owen. I think he should have pit on that last lap. Look at his tyres and his fuel. I mean, I think he's got enough fuel to make it to the pits, but then it's going to be very dicey driving on them tyres at the moment. His left-hand tyres almost completely dead. That rear right-hand one is going to be gone by the time he enters the pits. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually on full red tyres all the way round, all four corners. Fair play though, brave man for doing so. Is it going to pay off for him though? We'll have to wait and see. He's got a 10.8 second gap at the moment over Dan the Man, who's currently sat in third place. And the gap to Ramos is actually not increasing too much. I think Ramos is possibly... Oh no, Ramos does go into the pits. So Dan the Man's going to come racing. Oh no, Dan the Man stayed out as well. So did Denz. And he stayed out once again. He wants to be leader of the record, Denz. Go on, lads. Everyone give him a cheer. Denz is like, nah, I'm leading the race again. I know I've got to pit again, but yeah, let's have a little bit of glory. So Denz moves up into first place once again, 2.8 seconds ahead of Kep. Kep's also opted to stay out. I think everybody trying to eke as much out of these soft compound as they possibly can, not wanting to pit a third time. Lap 15 now of 21, so we've got 6 to go. Ramos back out in third place, but he's got Viking Dog right on his tail now. And that penalty did hurt Viking Dog, didn't it? Because he was running in third place. He's actually lost that position to Ramos because of it. No. So Viking Dog had that second's worth of penalty, didn't he? I think that's what's happened there. But Viking Dog out of nowhere retains that position. He catches Ramos slipping.
And we'll have fresher tyres.
What is going on there? Yeah, no, it looks like Vikings. He's done a few more laps, hasn't he, than Ramos there. Be interesting to see how it pans out. But Viking Dog manages to retake third place, but he's now under massive pressure once again for Ramos in that NSX. As I say, that thing very skittish, but it is also very quick. And these two have been battling from start to finish, haven't they? Ramos and Viking. Well, Viking doing a good job of defending that position for the minute. Will Ramos be able to retake it? Not too sure. Viking Dog's going to become leader of the race. Once again, Ramos will sail behind him in second place. He's got the fresher tyres. I think that Ramos, I think he didn't fight that move too much, did he? I think he's trying to save his tyres as much as he can, knowing that some of the other guys are going to be pushing, and them softs are going to be very, very, very worn, aren't they, come the end of the race. So yeah, let's see what happens there with them two. We've got Owen now sat in third place with BX. BX finds himself in fourth. He looked like he was struggling, didn't he, for a bit, but finding himself in fourth place at the moment. Are them tyres going to carry him to the end, though? I think everybody's pit twice now. So Ben there in fifth place, followed by Velos in sixth. Velos. Gilles finds himself in seventh. No, I think he just pit later.
NSX gentle on the tyres.
Yeah, it does seem to be quite gentle on the tyres, doesn't it? The same with the Subaru BRZ was also a few seasons back. That was definitely the car to go for, wasn't it, with the tyre wear? So Fatman in 8th place, followed by Danderman in 9th. Dens now in 10th. He re-emerges in 10th place. He's been at the front of the pack though, twice or three times during this race. I think it was twice. Kept there in 11th. Coleman finds his way up to 12th.
Better on tyres compared to Viking.
Yeah, Yavi does seem to be very good on his tyres. That is Ramos that they're talking about. The dude finds himself in 13th place. Astro is there in 14th, and CMP still running it, but he's down in 15th. So Viking Dog is under pressure now from Ramos. Ramos is definitely on the younger tyres. He is very good at saving his tyres as well as Ramos. Although I think also maybe the balance on tyre wear between the cars isn't that equal. The NSX definitely a lot softer on its tyres than the Jag. We saw the front tyres of Viking Dogs were completely gone once he came into the pit. But now, pad versus wheel, is it? Who's on pad? Who's on pad and who's on wheel, Benji? And where are you tonight as well, buddy? And you racing in tier 1. Pad, because we do see a bit of that sideways twitching, and yeah, Ramos seems to be a bit more. You can always tell, can't you? It's a little bit more twitchy with the pad users. The inputs from the wheel users normally a lot more smooth. But yeah, that's interesting. That is definitely interesting. So Viking Dog coming in first place, being chased down. Oh, the dude! What happened to the dude? I think the dude may be having a DC there.
Jarvie took my spot for tonight. Something came up.
Ah, okay. No worries, buddy. So Ramos trying to go for that move now. He's trying to go the long way round there on Viking Dog. Viking Dog covers off the inside line and into 2 as well. But Ramos is going to use the advantage of them younger tyres now to try and take the lead of the race. Viking Dog has got to hold on for 3 more laps. And yeah, Owen, look at Owen go, sat there in 3rd place. And he is starting to catch, yeah, he is definitely starting to catch Ramos. Oh, look, there was a tiny bit of contact there between Ramos and Viking. On the exit of that turn there, I think Ramos just with a better momentum on the exit. Definitely got a better tyres though, hasn't he? Viking Dog, I think he's just a sit and duck at this point. He's going to have to cover off the inside early doors. But Ramos, we saw him, I think, go around the outside. It'd be Banky Boy before. Actually looked like he was going for the switchback there. Viking Dog with a bit of a shaky exit. Owen has clawed that gap down from 1.2 seconds, or 2.2 I think it was, down to 9/10. So this could become a three-way battle for first place. The Porsche of Owen now looming in the background. I think Ramos is going to be all too aware. He needs to try and get that move done soon, doesn't he? Oh, Viking Dog, Viking Dog! It looked like he'd gone a little bit out wide there on the final turn, but he was all right in the end. Oh, Viking Dog. Look at the tyre wear there. Viking Dog used over half of his tyres already. Ramos is getting there, but he's definitely not used as much of that rubber. I think Ramos looking hungry for the win here as well. They both look very hungry for the win at the moment. Viking Dog and Ramos, very hungry indeed. And don't write Owen off just yet. Look at that. 5/10 is now the gap. He's going to be able to start putting some pressure on the top two in a couple of corners. Oh, we're going to see the move come now between Ramos and Viking Dog. Viking Dog having a Ramos having a look around the outside. Oh, and he switched it back onto the inside. Viking Dog with a better exit though. So Viking Dog trying everything he can to keep the lead now. Ramos nearly getting the move done. But Viking Dog just with a better exit there. But look at Owen. Owen right up in the mix now as well. There's only a second separates the top three. I think it's around 5/10 actually. Oh, Viking Dog having to cover off the inside line, early doors. But Ramos ain't scared, he'll try it around the outside. Oh! Oh, that was... I think it was a bit of frustration on both of their parts there. I think Viking Dog frustrated to be losing the position, and Ramos just wanted to try and get the move done, not use too much of that rubber. It's too hard to call. But Ramos does find himself in first place now. Viking Dog drops to second. He's now under pressure from Owen. But as I say, that tyre wear is definitely a lot worse on the Jag than it is on the NSX up ahead of Ramos.
Looked like Viking outbraked into T1 and got dirty tyres.
Oh, so Benji says it looked like Viking outbraked into turn 1 and got dirty tyres. Yeah, you're probably right, mate. Yeah, I think it was just a racing incident, wasn't it? To be fair. So Viking Dog still got a chance to retake the lead though. He is coming under increasing pressure though, isn't he, from Owen behind. It looks like he knows it as well. Owen looks hungry for that second place. Look at him go. Viking Dog's tyres look like they've died a death though. Yeah, BX has dropped to P6. I said his tyres though. I think it's his tyres. So we're on lap 20 of 21. We'll have a look through the field and see what's going on with everybody else. So we've got Ramos followed by Viking Dog. Owen looking like he's going to go for a move though into turn 1, is he? No, he thinks better of it. So these three guys start the final lap. Owen's still in third place. Morvellos is back in fourth. We have Ben in fifth place. BX has dropped to sixth. And his tyres are gone. Look at that. Ben's have as well, though. So Ben's tyres have gone. BX's tyres have gone. Gilles' tyres look all right. Gilles wants to make the most of this and start trying to push. Try and take that position away from BX. He should surely be able to do so. Dan the man down in 8th place. What can he do? He's still got a little bit of rubber left. I think that car's used quite a bit more fuel than he would have liked, though. We've got Fatban under pressure from Dens. Can Dens get that move away from Fatban? Can he get that position? Oh, Owen's managed to get past Viking Dog finally. We're going to have to go on board with the top three just a second, but Fatban loses that position at Dens. Go on, Dens. Dens up into the top 10. He's now into 9th place. Fatban drops to 10th. We have kept there in 11th. Coleman is in 12th. We have Astro 13th. CMP still carrying on there in 14th. And he's only 4 seconds off the back of Astro. Go on, lad. So, as I said, we all know what pace CMP's got. That was just an unfortunate incident at the start there. I'm not too sure. I guess that will go to the stewards. We didn't quite see what happened on camera. We saw a tiny bit of contact between two of the cars, but it's been negligible, isn't it? I'm not sure if that is what caused it or not, but Ramos. Yes, mate, it's been an absolutely cracking couple of races tonight. So very close throughout the field. Some absolutely cracking battles on track. Just incredible stuff. I mean, yeah, just people swapping positions left, right, Chelsea. And this guy, he's done just enough to take the checkered flag here in the feature race. Go on, Ramos. First place for Ramos. Owen in second place. Viking Dog brings home in third. Go on, Viking Dog. Morvellos fourth. Ben will finish in fifth. BX will settle for sixth. Gilles almost caught him there in seventh. We got Dan the Man. Dan the Man's going to finish in eighth. Dens is ninth. Kev manages to get past Fatban to take 10th. We got Fatban in 11th. Coleman will come home to take that 12th place. And CMP, go on, lads. He's managed to get past Astro at the end there. He's going to take 30th place. Go on, CMP. He kept his head in, didn't he? He was so far off the back of the pack, but he kept his head in. He's going to make up a couple of positions for it. He can't be too upset about that one, can he? Fair play, though. Fair play for carrying on with it. Some people would have just dropped out, wouldn't they? But he kept his head in, and he's going to bring it home in 12th place. Go on, CMP. Astro will bring it home in 13th. Go on, Astro. And we had the DC, didn't we? We've had two DCs. No, I don't think we did. I think we had one DC, didn't we? So we had the DC of the Dude. I think it was the Dude DCs. Oh my God, what an absolutely cracking round that was tonight, guys. Like, the qualifying, once again, on point, so close between the grids. Coming into the first race, just some absolutely cracking battles we saw there. Just insane stuff. I was nearly out of breath a few times. And again, coming into the endurance race, and we saw some different strategies, didn't we, on display tonight. Saw some of the guys going for the medium softs, possibly not quite working out for them. We did see the guys going for the triple soft as well, which me and what was his name? I can't remember his name now. The guy that was in the chat. Sorry, apologies for not remembering your name, dude, but it is a bit of an obscure one. But yeah, we predicted, didn't we? I mean, I mentioned it, and then he said, yeah, I think that's the way to go. I think they're going to go for the triple softs, and we saw it happen. Well, that was round 2, guys, anyway. I'll be back again next week, the same time, same place, with the Tier 1 drivers from the Aero League Racing, and we'll see you there. Good night.